what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all access to motivated and inspiring videos on this Fammission Friday. Every Friday. Let's get to the podcast. Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast, and today we're gonna have an exclusive video for y'all. So let me go ahead and bring the guests in, and let's go ahead and kick it off, and we're gonna have some fun, man. Show them some love, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, where you at? He locked himself out? Where you at, boy?
He's muted.
There you go. Man, go ahead and tell the people your name, where you from, and what you do.
Man, I'm from Chicago. Work, that's what I do, man. I'm a full-time dad, man. It's crazy, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we on a mission. Family on a mission. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We need more dads like us, you know what I'm saying, in the motherfucking world. Yes, indeed. So what's up, man? What's new, man? What we on today?
Man, today we gonna switch it up a bit, man. We're gonna let the fans get to know you a little more. You know, they need to know you. I got some questions for you. You know what I'm saying? Let the fans know who they really dealing with, man.
Oh snap! Okay, is you talking about the new me or the old me? Because we talking about different chapters.
Yeah, I mean, I seen all of them, so you know what I'm saying. I got some questions for the new you. You know, I just need to know you.
Okay, you got to chop it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
What we do.
Okay. So what kind of questions you got? I got some questions for you too.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. My first question though is when did
Wait, I couldn't hear you. Hold on. You grab my headphones out the other room.
What?
The air. Hold on, man. You freezing up, B. I know you ain't used to doing the internet thing.
You can't hear me? I can hear you.
Hold on, let me grab my other headphones. I got these young. Hold on. Let me grab my other headphone. Let me go old school with the old school. All right, we there. You hear me?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Always.
I couldn't hear you. You was freezing up. You was chopping up.
Can you hear me?
A little bit, man. I don't know. I know you ain't good with the internet, but you might have to get by the what's that? The little box, by the internet box.
Nah, man.
Right. All right. What was your first?
I said my first question was, when did Ramon Jackson become money?
When did Ramon Jackson become Monty G?
Shit. About 1988.
How old was you in 1988?
10.
Shit.
You was 9.
Yeah, I was about 9 to 10.
9.
Yeah, that's when I became Monty G. Yeah,
See,
1988. Yeah, I was. You know, they used to call me money bags. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know I shoot videos, that's why I call money bag film. I used to, you know what I'm saying, they used to call me money bags because my grandfather he used to have this bag of change, and I used to always run to him for the couple quarters and shit. So they always call me money bags. Money bags. Yes, indeed. Oh man, what's up, cuzzo? We lost connection, man. So he was asking me when I became Money G, and I told him, you know what I'm saying, about 1988. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, back. I'm going to hit him back. Okay. We lost you for a minute. Yeah.
Kids calling me.
Oh, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You a full-time dad. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I know. I remember my grandfather had that full of change. I also remember you sending me off to do stuff to get some of that change too, man. I took a lot of licks for you back in the day, man.
Man, what you talking about?
Remember, Granddaddy I used to ask for milk, and Granddaddy used to hit me with his cane because I was asking for some milk. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with this old ass man, bro? I like that.
Damn, man, you remember that?
Hell yeah. I definitely remember that, man.
Okay.
But
okay.
my next question though is, who inspired you to rap?
Who inspired me to rap? When I first started rapping, I was young as hell. It was my brother Snoop and Fofo G and E-Rod. For him and his friend E-Rod, they used to be in a room with a beat machine, and they used to be rapping and shit with a beat machine, and then I used to be trying to rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, back then that was my rap name, MCT. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
Yeah, so I was super young then.
It's funny, you was always a rapper, but everybody used to think you was
Oh man, you cut. Oh man, you chopping up. You chopping up, man. You scratching like the DJ. Go ahead, let me hear you. The internet service or something. Yeah, you freezing up. Let me see. Try to log off and then come back in or something. Yeah, you froze up right now. You looking like Big Rob. Looking like Big Rob. Know what I'm saying? Come on, G. I know you don't be on the internet like that. Oh, yeah, you got some questions for me. You're like, damn, he said, when inspired me to start rapping.
Who inspired you to do music?
To do music? Like,
just period.
Just recording music? Or just, shit, I was doing music all my life. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping all my life, really. But it started me to record music was Michael Douglas, you know, after he died in 2000. And we never got a chance to record. So when I got out the joint, I was like, man, you know, I'm gonna build a studio. And I built the studio, and I used to get my little homies them down there to rap. And then you know what I'm saying, I started off with just doing, I was always freestyling, so I started off with doing the chorus. And then next you know, I just took it to the rap scene. So yeah, Michael Douglas, you know, he started me off with doing the rap. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Jason, where you at, G? It's going down. Yeah, man, this your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. We had some we got some little problems right now, but we'll get it together. No, this is first time really being on the internet. So bear with me. There you go. It's
Hear
back
me
up
now?
in it.
Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
yes, I hear you good and clear.
All right. What I was saying was, it's funny you was a rapper, but everybody used to think you was a singer because you look like Tevin Campbell back in the day.
Oh man, stop playing.
Hey, I was trying to find a picture, but I could not find it, cuz I swear I was.
Oh snap! Yeah. You talking the picture, my high school picture, or what's up? When
I
I had
think you
the.
was in grammar school with that joint.
Oh yeah, I was super with the grammar school.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I sure was looking for it, man. I was
Yeah,
sure looking for it.
yeah. You snapped with that one, man.
But yeah, you remember when we had our phone line in the
Oh
room?
yeah,
They used
yeah,
to have
yeah.
me singing on the voicemail, leaving the voicemail, man. I'm like, man, dude used to have me doing some crazy stuff, bro.
Ah, oh snap! Yeah, yeah.
That shit used to be funny though. I ain't gonna lie
Okay,
about y'all.
okay.
But my next question is, I know you real talented with drawing, cutting hair, music. Who inspired you? You know what I mean, to take on some of them traits.
Well, as far as cutting hair, my brother used to cut my hair, but then when he left to Minnesota, I ain't had nobody to cut my hair. So shit, I really was self-taught in everything. You know what I'm saying? Me being the oldest in the house after everybody left, you know, I set up on a sink. I started cutting my hair, and it's very true when you be bad at something, you start getting good at it if you keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? So then I started cutting people's hair in the hood, and then I just got better at it. But I never went to school for cutting hair, music, none of that. I was just self-taught. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
when we was young, my friends used to love coming in our house because our room, they loved it. Like, boy, who drew this? I'm like, well, my brother
Yeah,
drew it. They like,
yeah,
boy, they used to love it. Like, they couldn't believe it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. Bro, you was my first hero, role model. Even though I ain't sure it to you when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Because I just wanted to be like you so bad, but I couldn't tell you that. But you was, man, you was everything to me, bro. Like
oh
one of
man,
the
I
hardest
appreciate
times I ever had when you left, it was a gift and a curse, because it taught me how to shit. You weren't there no more, so I knew I had to stand up and be accounted for. It was like when Snoop left you, shit. You was the oldest. I was the oldest. I was the next one, so it
yeah.
taught me a lot. It taught me, a lot of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
it kind of shaped me into who I am today. Um, I knew if you would have been there all the time, you was my crutch. I could go get you for anything. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And that wouldn't have ended up well for nobody or you. You know what I'm saying? So everything happened for a reason. You know,
yeah, yeah.
everything happened for a reason. But I was having a discussion with my cousin the other day. I'm telling him, like, if you was rapping today, you would be bigger than all them drill rappers. You was ahead of the time, bro.
I
You was
know.
ahead of your time. That's all it is.
Yeah, I know.
Man, you was drilling when nobody knew what it was.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Man, that's crazy for you to even do that. You know what I'm saying? And people wouldn't even know it if they ain't know your music or know you. So I definitely want to let you know that, like, you was drilling before it was drill. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? When I first started hearing drill, I'm like, boy, dude, man, you talk about this 10 years ago. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah. I was you know, the people in the hood where I grew up at, you know, we just talk about what we knew about. You know what I'm saying? And where I was at when I moved to Peoria, when I was talking that shit, they was like, "The fuck is you talking about?" You know. So sometimes I sit back and I listen to like shit like King Von, and I always be like, man, I was rapping like this when I was 17, 18, but a lot of things I couldn't talk about because shit, I was really on that shit. So,
I know.
you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You see, and now I look back and say, now I see how they getting put up and how they getting down. And
yeah.
so that's why I didn't rap like that.
Yeah.
But I still rap like that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get too deep into it. Yes, indeed.
My next question is a little touch and go because I know it's near and dear to you. I think this was the first tattoo I ever seen you get. You lost one of your friends. I was young, but I seen that hurt you though, and I lost friends getting older. And you know what I'm saying. You want to talk about that a little bit?
You talking about tattoo on my arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my nigga. Wicked. You know what I'm saying? We was shorties and shit, and we used to. This one we was giving tattoos with the needle and thread. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no tattoo gun. And my boy Kenny Joe, man, rest in peace, man. He got killed. He went to Minnesota, and motherfuckers got down on him I think on New Year's and shit, and it fucked me up because I had just came back from Minnesota, and I was telling him like it's sweet up there, and I was like it's sweet up there, and I heard he got killed a couple of days later and shit. So yeah, that fucked us up. So um, shit about 3 or 4 of the guys, we all got matching tattoos.
I remember when you
what I'm
first got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we all got wicked G on our arm and shit.
It's crazy, like when you like you could lose somebody close to you that ain't even your family, but it's like that shit takes something from you down there. Like,
Oh
so
yeah.
I definitely I understood how hurt you was then, but I really didn't because I was still young. But just going through my own shit, losing people and friends, I'm like, damn, I understand that,
Mm-hmm.
I want to throw out a few names to you. Tell me what they meant to you. Of course, Bill Mama, what she meant to you.
Oh man, she meant everything. You know what I'm saying? She was I mean, that was my mom. You know what I'm saying? She raised me. I got my mom, but my grandmother was like my mom because what I'm saying, that's all I had at that time. And yeah, she meant the world to me. You know what I'm saying? When she left this place, I had to realize that, man, ain't no going back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no calling for no advice. You know what I'm saying? I got to stand up on my own and do my own thing. So it's, I tell a lot of people that lose people that they close to, and I'm like, man, it's like a gift and a curse. It's a gift, but you got to show the appreciation when they're here because they ain't know I'm not going to always be here. So you got to appreciate why I'm here. But when I leave, you're going to have to stand up on your own. So that's something that I had to realize. I lost a lot of people in my life, but yeah, that one made me, and I made a promise to her that, man, I'm gonna do better than what I did when she was alive. So that was the beginning of
That was
my
I knew
transition. That was the
I
beginning of my transition, I say.
yeah, that was one of my questions. I knew that because me and her had a long talk, and I don't even think I never told you this. And she was like, you know, she told me because like I said, when you left, she never like I ain't understand. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I remember you called like, hey man, I'm finna come home. You know what I'm saying? She's like, nah. And I'm like, what
Mm-hmm.
you mean nah? Like you gotta come home. And
Yeah.
when she was sick and we was just chopping it up, and she like, man, you got to be here for your boys. I live my life, woo woo. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm just talking to her, trying to keep her in good spirits. She like, when Monty left, he had to leave so you could become the man you got to become.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, you right. Because you was my big brother. You was my protector. You was everything. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was certain things I couldn't tell you because I knew how you react. But for the most part, I could tell you anything. You was, come on. You know what I'm saying? So it saved your life. It gave me a new life in the leadership role I had to step into.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was sad, but it I think it brought a lot of us more closer. Like we was already close, but I think it brought us a lot closer,
Yeah.
with communicating and everything. But my next name I'm gonna throw out to you is I know this gonna throw you for a loop. You probably don't think I remember this, but Mr. Suleiman.
Oh man, Mr. Suleiman, man, he was I used to go to Curtis. I was in a bad boy school for my last year. I was in I graduated from there. Yeah, I graduated from Curtis and Roseman. So I met a lot of the guys, but Suleiman though, he was my teacher. And he used to cut hair, and he used to cut shit in my head, and I knew how to cut hair, but I didn't know how to do designs. So yeah, he inspired me to do designs and shit.
Yeah, I know, cause I got a few of them bad haircuts from you, but when you
Yeah,
got cold, boy, I was
yeah,
winning. Like you
yeah,
start
yeah,
cutting it, boy, I was winning. Man, it was the days.
yeah.
But
He had he cut. I remember he cut horny little devil in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? With the little devil sitting on the basketball court, and shit was cold. It was cold. Yeah, Suleiman, man, I need to get up with him.
yeah, that was I knew you weren't gonna expect me to remember his name, but that was I knew even back then he had a good influence on you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just off being older now and seeing you transition from how you was to now, I'm like, yeah, he played a big part in your life. My next, name is of course your dad. Um, when you think about your dad, what you think about and how you feel.
Uh, my dad, man, he was the hood knew more about him than I did. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't grow up together,
Mm-hmm.
but he was still an influence on my life. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, and a lot of people say I be acting like him or I do this, and no, yeah, I guess that's why I got my gangster ways from. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't know because I wasn't out there when he was doing his gangster stuff. But I mean, it came from somewhere.
I ain't gonna put your mom in. I already know, what I'm saying, what she mean to you. No,
Oh
she
yeah,
already know. I ain't gonna tell, but my last name for you is Uncle Gino.
Uncle Gino. Now, Uncle Gino, he was more of a father figure. He was my uncle, but he was more a father figure because I seen him every day. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
seen him when I got off school. What's going? Oh man, snap! Hold up! Somebody unplug my phone. Unplug my computer, bro. Hold up. Yeah, when I got home from school, I see him every day. Um, Hold up, give me 1 second. Somebody there.
Look, they gonna pick. Who put the picture up, man?
Oh,
Who put the Tevin Campbell joint up, man?
KKG, man, she tripping, yeah, yeah. That's that one. That's that
That's the
one.
Tevin Campbell joint, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's that one. But yeah, Uncle Gino, man, he was on. Yeah, he was more of a father figure to me, a man figure that he was my father, brother, and he was always in the hood. So I seen him every day. You know what I'm saying?
Cooler than a fan,
Yeah,
man.
he showed me
Cooler than a fan.
he showed me the ropes. You know what I'm saying? He showed me what I right now that I'm thinking now. So I should have been knowing, but you know what I'm saying? He helped me survive. I can say
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He helped me survive. Yeah.
Remember them? Remember all them? What was them like some colorses that used to be right there on that short lot of 17, where he used to always be at on the two short rows and shit.
Oh, yep,
And
yep.
I used to always tell my friends, "Boy, them my uncle cars and shit." They like, well, why you don't never drive them? I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, I don't know, but them is cars. I used to be lying and shit. I used to think
Yeah.
Uncle Gino was a pimp, man.
Yeah, he was a pimp though, for real,
But
for
I
real.
mean, when we got off we was older, they like he was done, but
Oh
you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
He was a yeah, he was a pole pimp then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By the time we jumped on. But yep, it was going down though. Let me
Man,
see.
this ain't so much a question, just a reminiscence of you were so talented in many ways, bro. Like I remember, bro, you used to hook our cable up. Bro, we had an air fryer before air fryers came out, bro, in our room. You remember that?
Yeah, I
You
remember
fixed that shit. Like, boy, used to have me watching MacGyver. I was telling my kids that they like, man, you tripping. We ain't watching this. I said, boy, you don't know what you missing. Boy, I'm like, boy, hey, I learned how to do a lot of stuff watching MacGyver. Boy, you used to fix anything with some duct tape, cuz. I used to think you couldn't do no wrong with duct tape. Like,
man. If I can put it together, man, I can. But I got that from Snoop though. Snoop was the same way. You know what I'm saying? He was. I got that from my brother. He was always fixing something, and I was right behind him, always trying to fix something, build clubhouses,
yeah.
putting bikes together. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I never, Snoop was so older than me, so much older than me by the time, you know what I'm saying? I remember the only thing I remember about Snoop, he used to always be on the phone. And he used to always make me rap. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like you was right behind him. So like you say, you follow behind him and I'm following behind you. And you just showing me what he taught you. You know what I'm saying? And if we never talked about this, I'd have never knew that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I ain't know Snoop was into that stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
man. He was. Yeah, and that's why I be saying like, you know, when they say breaking a cycle, that's what I'm talking about. Like you can learn something from your brother, and your little brother gonna learn it, and your little cousin gonna learn it, and his kids gonna learn it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a cycle of what we
Yeah.
learn. So I had to change my ways to say, man, I want to have grandkids one day, and I don't want my grandkids, you know what I'm saying, doing the stuff that I used to do. So, you know what I'm saying, I had to change up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my next question is I know you're a big music fan. So if you only could I stole this from you too. You only got 3 albums the rest of your life. What are they?
uh, Damn, for the rest of my life,
That's all you can
uh,
listen
uh, Me Against the World. Was
to.
that the double disc?
Mm-mm.
What was the double disc? The
Is it
Tupac,
all eyes? I mean,
All
not all
Eyes
eyes.
on Me,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so All Eyes on Me, the double disc. My Homies, the double disc. Scarface, My Homies, and then I had to go. Oh man, yeah, that's hard. Hold up, yeah, hold up, man. And probably some Bobby Womack. I gotta go old school, man. Because I would have said the Bloods and Crip album, you know what I'm saying, the red and the blue, but no, I had to go with Bobby Womack because I still play that today. You know what I'm
What Bobby Womack? The Essentials or what?
saying? The greatest hits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Essentials.
Yeah,
You can't just
yeah,
say one Bobby Womack.
yeah. They have to be, you know what I'm saying? If you think you lonely now, hey. Yeah,
Right.
okay.
So I know you know what I'm saying. You went to jail. I think that was tough for me. That I had I think the first time you called home and you was in jail and that shit, like, man, you like, man, do this 3-way for me. And I'm like, damn, like that shit. It was just the fact you was in jail, bro. That shit did something to me. So,
Mm.
how did you feel, doing that shit? Like,
I think prison, it kind of it taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? My first time I only had like 3 years, and the first time I went to the joint to prison, like I had 3 years, and I was locked up in Joliet, and I'm like, why the hell they got me down here? You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
But I think now when I look back, God was showing me if you don't get your act together, this is where you're gonna remain. So then, my second time, I went to Menard. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, why is they sending me behind the wall? And I ain't got something but some petty dope cases. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I got caught with, some petty dope. But I was doing the most. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, you keep it up. This way you're gonna be living your life at. So you know what I'm saying? And then No, after I had my daughter, when I had Brooklyn, that was my first time seeing a kid being born. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I was in the county. I was in the county doing some days in the county, and she was crying. She was like 1 or 2 years old. She was crying, and somebody told me like, "Yo, that's your shorty." I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Man, don't never come back in here, bro." And I ain't been back in the jail, handcuffs, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ever since, and I was like, "Damn, that shit spoke to me. Like, damn, I need to be out here for my kids." So yeah. So I think jail kind of helped me. You know what I'm saying? It helped me in a way that let me know that I need to get off that BS, and then when I seen my daughter born, it kind of let me know that, bro, you need to straighten up and fly right. Even though it took me a long time to get to where I'm at now, but that always was stuck in the back of my head. Yeah, go ahead. What was you finna say?
No, I'm just chiming in just off. When I seen you, I knew you had been to prison before, and then I had came up there where you was living at, and you was in the county, and we had came and seen you,
Yeah.
and you like, oh boy, you like this ain't shit, this cake, and I'm like, damn, bro, like fuck that, this ain't no cake, you know what I'm saying? And then my first time going to jail, I'm like, bro, you ain't never got to worry about me and this motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit is for losers.
Man, that shit's so good. I don't even understand how that shit's so glorified. Like,
Yeah, that's what I remember when I first went to jail. I was like, bro, I ain't trying to go to no prison. And my nigga Monk, you say, man, when you go there, hit them weights. And when I'm like, bro, I'm thinking to myself, I can hit weights at home. Hell, so yeah, I can say, man, put to the shorties, man, prison is for losers. So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to glorify. But it will, or prison can be your stepfather, because they're gonna teach you a lot of shit that it taught me a lot of shit I didn't know. Teach you to clean up behind yourself, motherfucker, make up your bed, and you know what I'm saying. Everything was on the time schedule. So yeah.
so to jump back, you know what I'm saying? I skipped this question because we just started chopping it up. But what made you jump off the porch? You know what I'm saying? What made you just want to jump off the porch?
I was in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to survive, bro. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that made me like, man, I'm finna get out here and get on some boot. You know what I'm saying? I was just in survival mode. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, like if you go to the army, you in survival mode. And that's what I didn't even realize it now. Like to this day, you know what I'm saying? Even us just talking about the hood, that's PTSD, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we here it is. I'm old as hell and we still talking about the hood. That's because that's all we knew. And we glorify what we know about. And sometimes we talk about some hood shit and we think that shit funny. But that shit to other motherfuckers, they're like, boy, that shit dangerous, bro. Y'all tripping.
Man,
But we didn't know that though.
I didn't know until my freshman year in high school, I had a little scholarship to play football and basketball. So I didn't go to college. You know what I'm saying? I went to Leo. You know what I'm saying? And when you that was my first time like going out the hood every day. And you had a lot of cool motherfuckers from a lot of places that I'm still cool with today.
Yeah.
They family from everybody family got their own shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm from the guards, and they looking at me like, damn, what the fuck you, why you come all the way over here on 79, you know what I'm saying? And it was like it was just, to me, it was just, I don't know, mom, you know what I'm saying? My mom, she just taught me lessons. Like, look, bro, you gotta learn shit for yourself. I ain't gonna always be here to hold your hand. You gotta learn how to catch the bus. You gotta learn how to, go here and there. So I did. It was a lesson I didn't necessarily understand at first, but as you start going through it, you're like, oh, okay. Now I know how to move and groove. I could go here, go there. It's just funny when you be talking to my phone, you're like, oh, I can't go over there. You be like, damn, why you can't go there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's like me. I know something. I couldn't go past Roseland. And some places I couldn't even go in Roseland. So you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, we just wilding out like that. But yeah, man, know what I'm saying? We already at the 30-minute mark. You got some more questions?
Oh yeah, you come with yours, man. I got you. We could always get to mad later. But
I'm saying. Let me go back to cause I'm do my flashback around this time, so it's only necessary.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey man, what was you thinking about on this picture?
Damn, bro. Life, bro. I had somebody else to look out for besides me, cuz I could take care of me. Always could. But when I started having kids, it was like I used to it's funny, man, because I swear I got 6 sons, right? And every time somebody mama tell me they pregnant, I had the same reaction. Well, I get sick, I get to sweating, I get stressed out, like, damn, motherfucker would take care. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't hot shit, I was just living,
Right. Surviving. You wasn't even living, you were surviving, bro.
I was just here. And in that picture, Jalen was just born. I'm talking about, man, I probably hadn't been asleep. Every time I have a baby, that's how I know. I could tell them when they're pregnant because I won't sleep. I'll be up all night and never get tired. I'll be straight. And in the middle of the day, I just crash wherever I'm at. And I'm like, what the fuck wrong? I can't sleep at night. And every time, he'll come one of these little motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying? Where you get that picture from, man?
Yeah, I be doing my research, you know what I'm saying, doing my ones and twos. Hey man, so but it's the way you be looking, man. And it's like you gotta still face. It's like you in a deep thought and you be thinking like you just said, man, how I'm gonna do this? But God got a funny way of making sure everybody's straight. But what was you thinking about on this picture?
I don't know. I get nervous holding little babies, man. Cause they be squirming and like feeling like they gonna pop out my hand. So I'll be looking like, hey, hold on, like trying to talk to her, like, hey, hold on. Like, I got you. Just you get me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be nervous, man. I probably was scared I'm gonna drop them. I don't know. Everybody tell me, you could tell there's something wrong with me because it's all over my face. Like, I don't know. I always been like that.
All right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I want to tell you, bro, you was a good father, bro. You doing the best you could do it, man. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? You younger than me. You my cousin. You younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Cousin/brother. Because we grew up together. And I'm proud of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I always wondered, like, damn, you grew up in the hood and shit like that. And I know we be affiliated with shit, but bro, you ain't never got into gangs, huh?
You know what? You know what's funny? Remember when I asked you how you got in the game? And he was like, man, I don't know. I just was doing shit. And I was like, my shit wasn't even doing shit. It was just like who you be with. They just think you what they is and I'm like, oh, okay, what? And when you young and when you growing up where we grew up at, you feel like you gotta fight or you gotta prove yourself. Yeah. You gotta gain the respect. And one day I should just click like, bro, you trying to gain some respect for some motherfuckers who ain't no respectable ass niggas.
Man, they don't even respect themselves.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So with me, yeah, go ahead. But I would say with me, I really wouldn't say I was a gang member, but I was affiliated. And it was kind of like, if you don't get down with us, we're gonna get down on you.
But
but me, as I'm growing up, I was like, I wish your nigga would, boy. I'd tat his, you know what I'm saying?
See, yeah, and you had that. You just had that. People hated to see you coming because you played too much and you could fight. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't know how to take you. But with me, it wasn't really like that. It was like that's my little brother. You know, whoever, you had issues with was like, that's, I was always big. And then, I used to tell him I got bigger than you. So they like, nah, that's his little brother. He with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, I really won. I was hooping and playing sports, but you fight, you do shit like that, but it is what it is after that. But they was on some other shit, but I had, friends who was with that shit. And they weren't going. Like, no, this how we were. All my friends in different gangs. So, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't want no structure. Wasn't nobody throwing no sessions or nothing. You just say what you want to say. You can say what you want to be. And you just
on the real.
You know what
I'm saying? Hey, so what did you think about? What you think about me? How did you look up to me? I know how you told me, but how did you look up to me when I was like? Matter of fact, what this picture make you think about?
Man, bro, that picture right there, bro. You was like He-Man to me, bro. I'm telling you, was my first superhero. I wanted to be like you. Like, you taught me a lot. Like, you taught me not to be scared of motherfucker. I remember when I never forget when I don't know if I ran home or I just didn't want to fight them. I don't remember, but they was coming to the house. You snap like, boy, you come in this door, I'm beating your ass. And I'm like, well, you gonna have to beat my ass. And you beat my ass. Like, you beat the shit out of me for that. And I'm like, damn. And then I'm like, damn, how the fuck did you beat my ass, nigga? Like, you my brother, you know what I'm saying? But I understood it later, and I wasn't taking that ass whooping no more. So I'm like, okay, he just wanted me to stand up for myself. So then I started beating ass. Like, okay, well, this is what it is. But it was like I wanted to be you. I wanted to do the shit you did, but I ain't want to do the dumb shit you did. Like, I remember, like, just, man, bro, I remember I stole remember you had the literature in the drawer. Man, I took that shit to school. And I'm sure motherfuckers, man, they finna kick me out of school on some gang shit. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to be like you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you was my protector. You provided for me. You did everything, bro. Like, man, we was down there like twins, and we 6 years apart. You know what I'm saying? I remember we had Big Mom bought us some towel down coats. You got your shit stolen, man. That shit was funny as hell. I think that's the first time I ever seen you really, really mad. And I'm like, yeah, shorty crazy.
Yeah, man. I rest in peace, Chain, man. Chain was playing, telling him, I stole your shit, and I stole on his ass. Like, nigga, don't play with me, bro. And couldn't find out my nigga Butter stole my shit, man.
He borrowed it. He said he borrowed it.
Yeah, he said he borrowed it. It was hanging up by the door. And he went downstairs and left. My shit was gone. Shit left with him.
Man, that shit was funny as hell.
Hey, so look, growing up, I remember you and your mom, right? Y'all stayed overseas and shit. In Germany. And then y'all stayed in Georgia and shit. But when you came to the hood and you seen shit looking like this, what was you thinking about?
I don't know. That ain't really bothered me. Seeing it. I was so young. When we came back, I was in second grade. So, like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This where all my people was at. This is where all my family was at. You know what I'm saying? So
it was normal. So tell me a story about one of these pictures. Out of these 4 pictures, what do you have the biggest memory about?
Shit.
We got the rocket, we got the back, we got the barrels, and then the green machine.
I probably had more funds on the back, with the crate course. That's when we started hooping crazy. Remember, you painted that 17 Magic on our ground? That was, man, that shit was insane. We thought we was real hoopers, man, back there. We used to be out there all night, bro.
I know. I remember motherfuckers used to come through trying to fuck with y'all and shit. I was like, get y'all out on my little cousin there, man. I was trying to kill one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like, it's certain things I knew I couldn't tell you because I knew how you would go. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I knew what to tell you and not to tell you, But yeah, man, the barrels was cool. But the back, when we started putting them crate courts up, man, it was different. That changed my life. I thought like, you couldn't tell me I wasn't
Man,
going.
had the little balls and shit.
Oh yeah, man, you couldn't tell me.
Dunking.
Man,
that shit's crazy. Hey, man, tell me a little bit about this picture right here.
Man, who gave you these pictures, bro? Who gave you these pictures, man? That was my birthday or something. We was at we was at Casa Margaritas or something, man.
Oh man, you was lit.
With the I was lit. I had like a flight or something. They give you it's like a flight of margaritas, boy. It's like 7 of them or something, boy. I was hammered, playing around. I was just having a good time, man. It took me a long time to understand, like, you could have fun and, you know what I'm saying, be cool at, like, someone for be tough at breakfast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on the real.
So, like,
on the real.
I outgrew that shit. Like, when I started having kids, I want the fuck being tough, be smart. You know what I'm saying? Right. You great, like, and it's just having fun. But I was lit.
Yeah, the family on the mission, you know what I'm saying, the Fammission, Cuzzo came up with that and he was always talking that shit, so I just took it off. But man, you got any stories about that nigga, man?
Man.
Rest in peace, Mo.
Yeah, man. That shit was like, when you was gone, of course he was doing his thing, and he always, cuz if you need me, you know what I'm saying, come holler at me. Well, shit like that. But I ain't never. Many people didn't even know Mook was my cousin because I never put him in that position. Like, I feel like so many people was using him, or Mook this, Mook that. I don't be with all that shit. So, we always kept it respectable, and every time you see me, show me nothing but love, but we got into one little tussle one day, man. He was mad as hell at me, man. He was mad. I guess he's still big cuz. I'm the gangster of this family and woo woo. I'm like, all right, that's cool. So he hopped out the truck. We woofing with each other, boy. He kind of grabbed me. I slammed the shit out of him on his truck, boy. He was so mad at me. Like, nigga, if you were my cousin, you would have to move tonight. I'll kill you. He was mad as hell. And I'm a grown ass man. I ain't that little kid trying to follow y'all around no more, boy. You know what I'm saying? But man, that was some bullshit. He seen me like a week later coming from work, flagged me down. He like, cuz, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong, but it's just you said that shit in front of the nigga. I said, nigga, you brought them niggas around. I didn't have them around. I said, but we chopped it up, man. It wasn't shit, family shit. But he was a good nigga, man. He was a real good guy at heart. He did a lot of shit, but if you knew him, he was a good guy.
Yeah, he was a good nigga and shit. Like, and that's crazy because a lot of people ain't get to see that part of him. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So, like I say, we in survival mode, so a lot of people don't get to see this side of me. Hey man, have you ever been mad at me?
Just like we was little, nigga, used to beat the shit out of you. Hell yeah, I used to be mad at you, but not as adults. When Big Mom was going through what she was going through, I was hurt, because I needed you, and I didn't know how to tell you I needed you because I didn't know how to express it. You know what I'm saying? I was hurt, I was fucked up, and I needed you to be here and didn't know how to say it, so I might have been angry, and but nah, since we was grown, nah, bro, we've been rocking and rolling. I don't think I ever been mad at you for real.
So what about the time that I took your demo on tour? You know what I'm saying? Well, here, I'm gonna give you a reminder. I'm gonna give you a picture. Man, when I went on tour. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, hell, I don't know if I remember. I don't even remember that.
You remember that? You remember that chain?
I remember the chain, but I don't remember when you took. I don't remember that.
Yeah, so I came out there to visit and shit, and you had the chain. I said, "Oh, this motherfucker nice." I put that bitch on. I left. You like, bro, where my chain at, bro? I was in the motherfucker. I was doing shows. I did about 4 shows with that motherfucker on. Like,
yeah, I don't remember that, but I do. What I do remember, but But I was still young. You came up, he popped up here in the middle of the night. I'm in school or some shit. You just up here, we playing. You know what I'm saying? You like, all right, let me see your jacket. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back. Man, yo ass took my damn jacket and hat and never came back. I'm like, man, I get up for school. I'm like, man, this nigga. It was cold as hell today, man. I was so damn mad at you. Like, man. Then I get to school, my homie like, boy, I saved money last night. I thought it was you because you had on your jacket and hat. I'm like, this little motherfucker. I'm like, I was cold as hell at school that day.
But that was the one with the bear on it.
No, I don't know. I don't know which one.
It was black and it had a bear on it.
Yeah, it probably was that. Was it green or black and green?
It was a White Sox jacket and a hat. I remember I just got it. And you took them before you come back when I got to school the next day. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, I knew you was gonna say that. Yeah, you knew, motherfucker. It's cold outside.
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
Hey, we do an hour power, you know what I'm saying? So we got about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna speed it up because I know you gotta go to your son game and shit, to practice and shit. Man, what you be thinking about around this time? Because the first time we did a radio version, you know what I'm saying? You came up and gave us a hook with that, yeah, and we had Peoria rocking, you know what I'm saying? Haters talking and shit. But we was in the studio, and we had a little bullshit studio we put together and shit. But you was thinking like, this nigga is so. What? I'm gonna show you this video. But what was you thinking, bro? Because you be in deep thought.
Motherfucking bump. Your boy Money G, 3.5, Black Diamond, free money making mix. Let's go. Free big years.
Do you see how you in deep thought, bro?
I think you had just did that song, right?
Yeah.
I just be listening to it. Cause I got a habit of if I hear music, like a beat, I just go at the beat. But like you, I always listen to what you said. And it was funny to me because I lived through a lot of that shit you rapped about. So it was funny, but I just probably was just listening to it.
Oh yeah, you man deep thought. But man, you have always been a bully and shit.
I'm no bully, cuz.
You ain't no bully?
I'm not a bully. And those video.
Huh?
Show that video, man.
Man, come on.
Motherfucking high, man. The new bully of the piece. Tell your shit to the left, man. You all well now. I just blessed him. What up, Mo? What up, Mo? Hey, hold on, Joe. Hold on, fam. Calm down. Put your ass to sleep like this. Hey, quit looking at me like that.
Jason.
What?
Nigga,
Shut
this ain't
up.
motherfucking
Shut up, nigga.
punk on motherfucking
Shut up, nigga.
Animaniacs head
Shut
having
up,
ass, nigga.
Shut up.
This the new Peoria bully. Ace Boogie.
20
Nigga ain't no bully, don't even give him lunch.
20 keys, man.
J Ace Bully.
Damn, this nigga all well now.
Yeah.
That's on ball. Grab that swisher. I found your ass.
I'll be all well.
Smoke it too.
Head call.
Oh, let me go up here right quick.
Oh, hell no. I want to kick you a ball, man. Yeah, tell him come over here. You know what you should try to follow you home.
Oh, you wasn't a bully?
I did your friends like that because, I'm gonna tell you, your friends, I did like that because.
Hold on. Oh snap! Why you doing like that, man?
Because your friends got a habit of they think they can do the shit you do. You know what I'm saying? So I start with, but he wasn't ball one up. He went on shit. But oh yeah, I used to fuck reaching them up on purpose, slam all type of shit. Cause when they used to do that shit you used to do. They used to think they could do. So yeah, I fuck with them. But I was just playing with him.
I know, man.
But he probably did some shit to me earlier, and I got his ass back. And you just was recording every damn thing.
I know, man. I wish I'd have had the one with your money making Mitch rapping, man. I got it somewhere, but I couldn't find it, man. Y'all was rapping and you say, nigga, you think I'm one of the fuck folks, but I'm really one of the bros. That nigga was like, yeah, now I'll fuck you up with this shot town on my arm. And I'm like, this nigga, you a fool, man. I was like, man, that is crazy, bro.
Damn.
That is crazy.
I forgot you, man. I forgot you used to record every fucking
man. I record everything, man. You was the bully, man. You was the bully. You was the bully. They like, man, they should be like, man, bro, get your motherfucking cousin, man. That nigga is tripping. You know what I'm saying? You got any more questions for me before we get up out of here? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't really got no questions for you. You know, we chop it up on the regular, man. I just wanted to come bless the podcast. You've been telling me to do it for a minute, and I'm gonna do it. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do it, man.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions before you get up out of here. We only got 5 minutes and shit. What's your favorite shoes of all times?
No Jordans, man.
I know, but what number though?
Maybe I don't know. I can't pick. Probably if I had to go off the top of my head, maybe some 3s.
Okay, some 3s. Tell me what you miss about Team Yak.
Shit, my brothers that's gone. You know. That's it.
That's it.
That's my brothers that's gone. You know, if that long as they was here, we could do a Team Yak, anything. We could do that shit whenever. That wasn't nothing.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? You told me that you said you had about 6 kids, 6. You know what I'm saying? So
boys.
So how you dealing with that right now?
Best way I can, man. It's crazy. I love having them all together because it's like all sides of me. You know what I'm saying? They funny as hell. You know, they always, everybody want to be the big brother, you know. Just they conversation. Sometimes I just sit and listen to them, man. It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. But it's you know, it don't come with instructions though, you know.
No, it do not. No, it do not.
Do what I would want somebody to do for me. You know, we ain't had our fathers around, you know what I'm saying? So you was the best thing I had until you left, and then shit that I was figuring out. Yeah.
So hey, remember when your mom was telling you about having a little sex talk and you said, I know how to protect myself. I'm gonna give me a gun. What were you thinking about?
2nd grade, man. I ain't know shit about shit in 2nd grade, man. I was just I wish I would have had that motherfucker many a nights. I wouldn't have 6 kids either.
Hey, so when you think it's time for you to talk to your boys about sex?
Right now, I tell him, look, bro, you go out here and do that shit if you want to. You had kids, you be spending your child support with them. I ain't shit. You would, I'm saying, so it's so, you know, the world's so different from when I was a kid and them now. They shorty them getting it in shit early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's no time. So, you know, you gotta just have that shit as you see them coming into it. You know, I try to tell them, man, one thing I don't do though, is I don't lie to my kids. You know what I'm saying? Lie to their mamas enough. So I don't lie to them, you know. And, you know, everything I may not know how to answer, but I answer the best way I can.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. Hey, if you can talk to your 16-year-old self at the age you're at right now, what would you tell him?
If I tell my 16-year-old self, don't fuck up your future for a moment.
Get that money, man. Yeah, that's real. So yeah, man, if you can tell anything to the youth that's out here right now, what would you tell them?
It's okay to be yourself. A lot of kids, they just trying to do what the next motherfucker doing, or what a rapper doing, or they uncle did, or you know what I'm saying? And when you grew up in certain situations, especially in a city like this, you taught you can't cry, you taught you can't have feelings, you gotta suck all that shit up and go with it. And in some cases, you do. You got to tie your boots up and face the next day, But it's okay to not be okay sometimes, bro. And somebody had to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? I wore it all on my sleeve. I ain't know how to handle certain things, but when I learned who I was and tapped into me, that shit was nothing. It was, I had a lot of examples in front of me. You was a good example. You don't even know you was teaching me stuff as far as we was, when you did move or in a jail, whatever. I just knew how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Even the bad shit you did, I knew how to do it and not get caught because of the shit you did. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hey, when the last time you asked someone for some help, like some personal thing you were dealing with some, and you asked for some help?
Probably shit. Last week. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to talk. You know what I mean? Because I would hold so much shit in because it's just so easy to do. So now, I got outlets. And then you talk to your cousin or your friend or whoever, and they going through the same shit. And then you end up just laughing about the shit you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't scared to ask for no help. As a man, shit, everybody needs some type of help, support, something. All that. I get it on my own. I stand 10 toes. Yeah, that's cool. But every motherfucker need help with something.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Hey, if you could change one thing in the world, what would you change?
I'll probably, how I want to put it. If I could change one thing in the world, I would probably change the perception. It ain't even a perception. I would change how black people treat each other. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you look at where we were as a people, as black people coming, where Bill Mom was growing up and what she went through, and then Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Huey and them marching, you know what I'm saying? Huey and them standing up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Fred Hampton spitting literature before niggas even knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now to where we at now, it's crazy, bro. It's I change, like I'll bring that unity back. I'll bring black unity back. Like everybody gonna be for everybody. We all gonna eat. We all gonna make it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, if you had a 30-minute interview and you get to ask one question and the interview was with God, what would you ask him?
I'll probably ask him for forgiveness. And that's, because I want to be forgiven, but the first thing I had to do was forgive myself for some of the shit I did. I had a heart. I never knew I had to forgive myself. I would want everybody I did the shit to or hurt or whatever. I would want them to forgive me. But it started with me forgiving myself. And that was something I had to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Hey, it was another question I had, man. Hey, you remember that time in Block 4 with Mello when the motherfucker dropped put some spaghetti on his brand new jacket? His starter jacket. Now tell me about that.
I don't remember that.
You remember that? You remember that?
That was a young dumb man. I was just dumb, man. I just dumb trying to get the respect of some non-respectable motherfuckers. Not all of them, but some of them. Just dumb shit. Young and dumb. And I just.
All right. So growing up, who's your favorite teacher?
I ain't had no favorite teacher, cuz.
Come on, man. You have to have a favorite teacher, bro. Through every school and everything.
In high school, I had a favorite teacher. Her name was Miss Coleman, man. She was a little bow-legged white lady, man. And she seen something in me, man. Like she always used to tell me, like, you gonna do great things, and you got a lot of people looking up to you, and you don't even know it. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But she called it. You know what I'm saying? But she was real nice. Taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Helped me graduate on time. You know, when I got to Carver, shit, I was a demo because coming from a Catholic high school to public high school, they didn't accept a lot of classes that I took. You know, it was either go to night school, and she gave me the literature for American school. So I was doing school in school. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit home, do that shit, send it off, get it graded. So she helped me graduate on time. Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite teachers.
Okay. Who gave you some of the best advice?
I had a lot of people give me good advice. You, Dougie, you know, my mom. I had some baby mamas give me some great advice, cuz it'd be like, you don't expect it to come from her, but you know, they care in their own way. But I had a lot of people give me great advice. Cousins. I had a lot of million fucking cousins, you know, so homies, you know, you get great advice anywhere if you listen to it. Somebody gonna.
Okay. What calms you down when you get angry?
Now, probably my blood pressure. They talk about blood pressure, medicine, but nah. You know what? I get frustrated, like especially at work and shit. Because you know when people don't come from where you come from, or have no respect, or just put in a position of power, they tend to abuse it. So it's frustrating. But and it's funny because you know who always pop in my head?
Who that?
Mo. Don't never let him sweat. That's all he used to tell.
Yeah, that's all.
Never let him see you sweat. Even if it bothers you, don't let him know. And I live by that. And I don't like my kids is funny like the shit they do. But you know, you get on their ass, but then it's like, bro, I'm telling you this shit out of love. You know, I gotta go back and be soft. Bro, I'm telling you this out of love. It's not because this and that. It's because I love you, bro. I don't want you to be.
Yeah, that's real. Hey, growing up, what was your favorite cartoon?
I don't know, cause you used to watch. We used to watch Tom and Jerry, but I liked the Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you up because I already know you gotta go. But growing up, what was your favorite cereal?
Nigga, you know, we shopped at Aldi's growing up, nigga. So what was that shit that the regular cornflakes, bro? And
I
put
eat
our
that
sugar on it.
Man, I eat that shit today.
Right now, yeah. And Vitamin King, remember Vitamin King?
A Vitamin King on the rail, cut the box out and get the little shit in the back. Man, come on, man.
No, Bill Mom didn't shop at Aldi's. And you know what? You know Bill Mom didn't eat oatmeal? All that fucking oatmeal.
Right. What the fuck? She never. You know what? And that's crazy. I ain't never seen her eating it either.
Never, cause and I'm like, man, how the fuck you cook? What's all this oatmeal? You never ate oatmeal. She like, I hate that shit. I'm like, man. Well, we had
oatmeal and cinnamon toast the bread, bro.
We had oatmeal. I tell them, boy, we had oatmeal. Boy, we had oatmeal fries, donuts,
on the real.
Boy, you that shit so much, and she never ate it.
All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get to your shit, but I'm gonna give you one more question, man. Have you ever had a job and you quit on the first day?
Yeah, I did. Rest in peace, Uncle Freddie, man. He had got me a job, like doing some. It was parking cars or some shit like that, and shit, I don't know. I don't even know what happened, but I was like, man, I'm out of here. I left her in the middle of the shit. I took that shit. I'm up, man. That shit just wasn't me, bro. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Yeah, I got out of there.
Damn. So I said this is the last one. This is the last one, but I'm gonna piggyback off that. What's the worst job you ever had?
I worked at Culver's for like 3 days, man. And it was, and I only worked there because like my homie them was working there. So it was like we was just bullshit. But I hated that shit. Like that restaurant fast food shit, nah. Hell.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey, yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. Hey, fuck that. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you think about? What's the first thing you do or think about?
I get up at 5:30 every day because I got to be at work at 7. But my body's so on a time schedule, so I always wake up at like 2, 3, take that piss. You know what I'm saying? I come back, get on my knees, I pray. You know what I'm saying? I ask God for, to protect everybody who got breath in them. You know what I'm saying? Anything that got breath in them. And, I pray for my kids, my family, that we all wake up, get up the next morning, pray again, jump in the shower, I'm out the door.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hit that praise button, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah. This is a family on the mission, man. And we know what I'm saying. We gotta put God in it, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. That was the last question, man. You go ahead and kick it with your family, man. I appreciate you spending this hour of power with me. You know what I'm saying? We like an hour and 11 minutes, so I don't want you to get late for what you got going on.
It ain't,
but man.
I'll be there in a minute, but I want to tell you though, cause like I'm proud of you though. Like real shit, man. Like I ain't get to some of this shit I wanted to say, but you self-taught how to read shit like that, bro. I'm proud of you. The shit you able to do. You was always artistic as fuck. You could do a lot of shit, but I'm proud of you, for starting a podcast, giving the family a platform to come talk to you, whatever. I think we need to do one with multiple, with a lot of us though. I think that'd be super dope. But I'm proud of you. You take care of your family. You always been a good dad. And I love you, cuz.
Man, I love you too, man. You was always, what I'm saying, you come around, man. Every time I think about you and I think about Eric, man, I just think about like, you a jerk.
Hey, I feel kid like that because you do me like that. That's why I feel like this kid used to do me. But
I know.
I love them little motherfuckers though, man. Them my homies.
Yeah, man. Hey,
I'm gonna bring them. We gonna get back down there real soon.
Yeah, man, you gotta bring the shorties back down here, man. I told Brooklyn them you gonna be on the podcast, and they like, oh, Jason, all that. Nana, she crazy about Jason.
That's
so
baby, man. Nana was my baby, man.
Yeah, man. She remind me of your mom and shit. So
just like it, man.
Yeah, and I know you said something like you was like, man, I don't want to bring up your mom and shit, but early. I don't fault nobody for what they do and what they did, but I didn't have a good memory of growing up with my mom. I had a couple of good memories and shit, like my birthdays and shit like that, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying. But bro, my mom had open heart surgery and a triple bypass, and bro, she came down here, and bro, I think that's like the best memory I got of her. You know what I'm saying. She came down here. She first time on the airplane, first time seeing the ocean, putting her feet in the ocean, first time on a helicopter. I took her on a helicopter ride. We took out we had, you know what I'm saying? So all that shit in the past, that shit kind of like what she did right now, it kind of override all the bad negative shit I even had thought in my head, and now that me thinking the way I think now, bro, I don't blame nobody for nothing. You know what I'm saying? What they didn't know, what they knew. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, man, you don't understand until you understand. So, you know what I'm saying? I love the shit out of her, man.
I know that. I just ain't bring that up because I know what's understood and got to be explained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know all that shit already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you at with it? So that one, she know where I met with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got our relationship solid. My son's birthday the day before hers. You know what I'm saying? So I just was chopping up with on her birthday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shit ain't. I know how it is. It ain't shit.
Yeah. Just talking about like, kids growing up in the hood, their parents on drugs and shit. And I tell them like, man, just because they like that right now, that shit don't last forever. Because I thought my mama would have never be the person that she is right now. And I'm proud of her. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, sometimes I'd be like,
for a season, man.
It'd be for a season, bro. And for a reason.
It's a season. It's just a season. Everything you go through is a season. So,
and sometimes I'll be like, damn, man, Big Mama, I wish she was here to see it. But, now I understand that Big Mama had to leave so she can get her shit together. And that's how life goes. It's like when we lose somebody that's close to us, it make us tighten up.
Yeah.
So, on that note, man, you know what I'm saying? I love you, man. I love you, bro. I appreciate you spending this hour of power with me. You know what I'm saying? We chopped it up. I learned something about you that I didn't know. Hope you learned something about me that you ain't know. And man, bro, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, man.
Yeah, bro. We got to mind something. Get to this boy again, man.
All right, shit. Go ahead and do your thing.
All right, bro. Bet.
All right, love. Yeah, what's up? This your boy Monty G, man, from the Fammission Podcast. I had my little cousin / little brother, Jason, on the podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all missed it. Y'all missed the live. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go back, check it out. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And, you know what I'm saying? You can like and subscribe. And next week, we'll be having my boy, my homeboy, Derek, you know what I'm saying, childhood friend, and we're going to be talking about we're going to be talking deep, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be talking about some unhealed trauma. Check that out, and some trauma that we're going through right now. So make sure y'all like and subscribe and share this video, man, and much love, man. Peace out.
We on the mission, family on the mission. We on the mission, family on the mission. We on the mission, family on the mission. We on the mission, family on the mission.